What exactly is the definition of transhumanism? According to Wikipedia, transhumanism is a philosophical movement that advocates for the transformation of the human condition by developing and making widely available sophisticated technologies to greatly enhance human intellect and physiology. Today's installment of Is It Impossible looks at transhumanism and artificial intelligence. Okay, transhumanism. I already gave the definition of what transhumanism is here at the beginning of this video. Another definition of transhumanism is the belief or theory that the human race can evolve beyond its current physical and mental limitations, especially by means of science and technology. Now we see transhumanism and artificial intelligence, believe it or not, a lot more than we think. Artificial intelligence, of course, we see everywhere. Artificial intelligence, computers, laptops, cell phones, the information that's used in those technologies is artificial intelligence. We even have quantum computers nowadays already that are in existence, already being used, that are so technologically advanced. The creators of those quantum computers have actually stated that those computers can actually reach in to parallel universes and bring back information.
So you may think, well, this is all fine and dandy, but aren't these things in the realm of theory and speculation, kind of in the same regime as other futuristic things you may have heard of, which may be allowed by the laws of physics but aren't here yet? That's not true. There are, in fact, many of these machines deployed now in openly available research centers following the model that was used to introduce supercomputers to the world. They're too big. And this one is really exciting to me, because what they're going to do is apply this machine to an area that I think is fundamentally important. It's the crux of our future as humans, and that's, can we build machines like us? So, building machines like us might be possible. I certainly believe it is. I'll give you a roundabout way of understanding this. Imagine that there really are parallel universes out there, and now imagine you have two that are exactly identical in every respect, all the way out to the horizon as far as we can see, down to the last little atomic detail of every single thing, with only one difference. And that's the value of a little thing called a qubit on this chip, which is a contraction of quantum bit. And that qubit is very much like a bit or a transistor in a conventional computer. It has two distinct physical states, which we call 0 and 1 for bit. In a conventional computer, these are mutually exclusive. That device is either one or the other, and never anything else. In a quantum computer, that device can be in this strange situation where these two parallel universes have a nexus, a point in space where they overlap. And when you increase the number of these devices, every time you add one of these qubits, you double the number of these parallel universes that you have access to, until such time when you get to a chip like this, which is about 500 of these bits, you have something like 2 to the 500th power of these guys living in that chip. So the way I think about it is that the shadows of these parallel worlds overlap with ours. And if we're smart enough, we can dive into them and grab their resources and pull them back into ours to make an effect in our world. Now, this may sound very odd to you and bizarre, and in fact, I am using language that a normal theoretical physicist probably wouldn't use, but this is, what I'm telling you is absolutely correct and in line with the way that these things actually work.
Okay. Think about that for a moment as we discuss transhumanism and artificial intelligence. Now, the transhumanism part, we see transhumanism in today's people with military, coming back from the military, who've had disabilities, amputations, and they have artificial limbs. Some people are wanting and have. Some people have artificial implants. Remember the Google glasses, where you wear the Google glasses and you can see that heads-up display technology? That is a infancy form of artificial intelligence that you wear. Some people want to have those implanted into them, which would be a form of transhumanism, artificial intelligence. Another thing that people don't really think about in the transhumanism, selective genetics is a form of transhumanism, where science has actually selected specific genes, specific traits, specific abilities, hair color, eye color, possible genetically enhanced intelligence. Those things are a form of transhumanism. Of course, transhumanism has evolved and will continue to evolve. Now, here is a book that I'd like to read a couple of excerpts from. This is a book called 2184, A New Beginning. Okay, and I'm just going to briefly go over a couple of points, this first one being longer than the other, so just bear with me for a minute. But basically, this book is a science fiction book. It's found on Amazon Books, and it takes place in the year 2184, as you might guess. So let me quickly read some of the excerpts from here. Emmanuel was only a class 1 and would not have knowledge of the structures and capabilities of these officers or their official functions. What Emmanuel did not particularly know was that compared to other humans of today's generation, these men, transhuman men, carried all the selected traits and technologies specific to their purpose. Many decades ago, these officials would have been considered science fiction impossibilities known as cyborgs. However, in this era, transhumanism was a more than common form before the end times. Today's transhumans are in fact the only type of humans that are in existence in the world in one form or another. There are no natural humans in existence anymore. He thought to himself, of course class 1s were the closest thing to what a human once was. Even he was a form of transhumanism. All class 1s and above were created by selective genetics and are embedded with nanotechnology, which allows them access to the net. Class 1s only have limited access to the net. What Emmanuel did not specifically know was that 2 of the officials that spoke to Emmanuel were class 5 superclass transhumans called Archon. Now that's kind of interesting about these transhumans. Taking a look, we already have basically robotic transhuman systems that are in existence today. They're in their infancy today. They don't control society. They aren't considered officials in society. But one thing that we have already started to look into are transhuman rights. The legal rights of transhumans. So that's something to think about as we go further. Here's another quick excerpt from this book, 2184. Emmanuel had never in his existence witnessed a situation of civil disobedience in any form, and he was only periodically ever Emmanuel had never, in his existence, witnessed a situation of civil disobedience in any form, and he has only periodically ever received an alert of such a situation taking place elsewhere, but he himself, nor anyone he knows, has ever witnessed a case of civil disobedience. One thing was understood by the transhumans, and that was being disobedient was equal to being out of control. And if your system was out of control, you may be taken into quarantine for a system reboot or possibly early termination. Such actions would be necessary for a safe and properly functioning society. Okay, so they have taken it to a level of control, transhumanism, where society has taken it to a level of control, or the governing bodies of society has taken it to a level of control where you may be deemed not functioning, and just like a computer, have to be rebooted or possibly terminated depending on their determination of what they want to do with you. Another quick excerpt in this book, 2184. Cosmic information might be considered as energy waves, or what is even known as strings. From the physics of string theory, or energy could simplistically be like signals from a radio station. Once the signal is sent, it continues on and on throughout space-time. Although artificial intelligence will be able to detect this, one thing artificial intelligence will be able to detect are these cosmic wavelengths of information. At faster than light speed, artificial intelligence will collect, decipher, categorize, and form a more accurate hypothesis to every situation. In time, AI will not be a single machine, but a mass network of quantum and simplistic technologies. Advanced AI technology could dispatch assets to on-scene locations to analyze, hypothesize, categorize detailed information about everything. Without being bound by the politics or human intervention, AI will be able to learn at fantastic speeds, and it will be able to hone its skills here on Earth to a point that, based on its accuracy levels, it could, in essence, remote view with accuracy events in the cosmos. Now that's taking things a bit of a stretch. This is a science fiction book. Just because we don't understand things at this particular time, that's not necessarily true. That it doesn't necessarily make these statements not true. For example, if quantum computers today can reach into parallel universes, that's the same thing as basically what this information is saying, that it would be able to reach and decipher information from the cosmos. One more quick aspect of this book. So basically, the creator of this particular artificial intelligence system, this particular aspect in this book, according to this book, let me see. Sir, Hope said with a smile, advanced quantum AI will, I should say can, look at and reach into and pull back information from the pages of time, past, present, and future. And sir, advanced AI will be able to reach into parallel universes or into parallel multiverses and pull back information. This book is supposed to take place in the future. However, that technology basically exists right now. So what I would like for you to do is discuss what you think the future of advanced intelligence and transhumanism would look like in a world as you believe it, and in what time period do you believe this advancement will take place. It's taking place amongst us right now as we speak. We already have laws protecting transhumanism, and we have laws being discussed about protecting the rights of artificial intelligence. Okay, so those are things to think about. Once again, please hit the subscribe button, like button, ring that bell, and follow us on Facebook as well at Is It Impossible. Have a great day.